Okay there, students. Welcome back. Continuation of our, you could call it just high school math. There was a period of graphing calculators, and then there was a PC revolution, and then there was an open source revolution, and now we're at the place where instead of a graphing calculator, you have all these tools now that are free. The thing is, though, they're bulky. It's not really enough to do it on a little phone. You need kind of a big monitor, and that kind of means you need kind of an office or a workspace. And the schools, they see themselves in contrast to what goes on at home. Home versus school, they're two separate spheres. And the idea of a home schooler is almost an oxymoron in that world. But once it becomes necessary for you to have a safe study space in order to do your math homework like we're doing here. By the way, this has got more theme now. I've got better looking typefaces and all this. Thank you to other people who've taken the time to write utilities. Like there's actually a command line utility here. I'll take a look and see if I can find it here while I scroll through this. I'm just gonna create another terminal window while you stare at that screen. Let's go to Homebrew and bring it up here. Here we come. So let's see, what's it called again? JT, the command line that gives you Jupyter Notebook themes. I just grabbed it from GitHub just today, right? So I'm just getting into some of this stuff. It's all out of order for me, right? I mean, I'm not super accomplished at all of these tools that I'm nevertheless coming online and teaching about because, we all have a cross section through a multi-dimensional phase space or whatever. So I'm just showing that there's this very cool Python utility that will let you totally customize what your Jupyter Notebook looks like that you can run from your own command line. But don't think of that as changing how it looks on GitHub, for example. At least not the way I've seen it yet. Like I have only seen these changes on my local host. Notice, but I still have the emoji and the Unicode and everything. We've got to have that. In other words, in today's world of Unicode, to force kids onto a calculator and not explain any of this stuff about what are these emojis and how do they relate to Unicode, we can't wait for a decade while we scrounge around and find enough computer science teachers who want to teach the high school level. It's not going to happen. And apparently the math teachers don't see this as something they need to teach. But once you get home and you're in your homeschool environment and you've got your desktop and your laptop and whatever, then there's a lot of things that you can learn from online if they won't teach you it at your physical school. Now, so much the better if they do. If you go to school and you've got a way to work out, like use this equipment, get strong in these ways, and have a teacher there to help you, that's fantastic. So I'm not like discouraging teachers out there from picking up on this material. I'm just saying this is the new graphing calculator. If you go out and buy another calculator for like $80 and it can't do any of this, not like this, right? I'm saving my work. It's a file, it's a notebook, I can mail it around. It's like, come on, right? And this is free. All you need is that laptop. But again, that goes back to the personal workspace. So if you look at my writings on Medium, it's all about, that's what we're up to. We have to figure out how to give everybody a real personal workspace for a change. It's not just about give them a locker and a free lunch. If you expect them to learn anything, really, okay? Now maybe you don't, but I think they expect to learn. They want to be taught. So we'll work something out. We'll talk to you later.